Hey everybody, it's the last Yokai. It's time for the sort of the side missions that open up in Nioh. I'm joined by Cool Guy, and this one's actually available as soon as you start the DLC. Start the Winter Siege DLC. I think this is what you might call the gate check for this particular DLC. A one-on-one duel with Date Masamune. And I did say before, I was really disappointed about how that fight went because he didn't activate Living Weapon at all. I've come appropriately dressed to intimidate his helmet. With what appears to be a Mouseketeer helmet with a fan on it. Which is like, okay, whatever, man.
Mickymouse.
Alright, let's go. He does not waste any time.
Oh,
this is the Date Masamune experience.
0 to 60.
All
Whoa!
Right. Yes. Now you might be like,
Bomberman.
hey, what are those water pools like? Well, those water pools will constantly do damage to you while you're in there. So be very careful, and they will inflict water on you.
So he's basically, oh shit, here it goes.
Now I already lost
basically
most
the king
of my living
area
weapon
denial.
thanks to him turning the area into hell.
Wait, what? Holy shit!
Yeah.
He knocked you out of it and executed you. Holy mother of God.
Yeah.
That's never happened before.
Date Masamune is an incredibly fun fight, but he's also incredibly difficult when he gets going. Now he's in win mode.
Yeah, and he changed direction in midair. That was not something I was expecting.
Man, he's the serious fucking real deal. Date Masamune, ladies and gentlemen, is the real fucking deal. Okay, we managed to sort of
guy is not fucking around.
Nope, back at it again.
Oh, back to water.
This man has no chill. I'm just gonna warn you now. I was so upset about that. He is susceptible to lightning doggo though, which is kind of handy. But as long as he stands in those pools of water, I can't do anything to him.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't know, like maybe pull out a hand cannon. You could try that, and then he'll hit you with like his force waves, and you'll regret your words and deeds. Oof, oof.
A little. I admit I puckered a little, Mr. Date.
Yeah, won't lie. That's a fair cop there, Date.
I never get away from any of those like ranged attacks of his without like some damage on me.
I absolutely adore how active he is in his motions as well. Like when he does that swaying advance attack, his entire body goes into it. Like that's a hip movement, that's a shoulder movement, that's an ankle movement. Every last part of his body goes into his moves.
Well, I'm out of buddy doubles now. I'm also out of healing now.
Yeah, that you most certainly are, pal. Oh, down he goes! Come on, buddy! Yeah!
It's not over yet.
Go. Come on! Oh. Phew.
That's more what I was expecting when he and I fought the first time.
Holy mother of God.
Nothing but respect. Date Masamune is a fucking badass.
Freaking fantastic.
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
わしの目を開いてくれた小十郎景綱はこの守護霊の最地で伊達を支えてくれた。小十郎は病に倒れたが重長は継ぐにはまだ若い。今はわしが背負い見守らねばなるまい。重長も小十郎の子いずれ告げるようになろう。
There we go. But the ending text for this particular mission gives us a very interesting revelation about Date Masamune. See, I was always wondering about that eye. Like, I was thinking, and did they do a ritual on it? Is it got Amrita? Because he seemed like he didn't know that too much about Amrita.
Very much seemed like an Amrita eye.
But by the same token, like, it seems like Maria introduces it to him, so I'm not sure. This seems to lend a little more insight into it in the descriptions here. Because he actually seems to also possess the ability that William has to be able to see into people's histories and learn about them, because he's done it to he just did it to William.
Oh, that's cool.
I told you that this game just like
so cool.
Hugs Date Masamune so hard. It's like, I love you.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to go back to the Sun of Morrow, because apparently somebody decided to go paint a battle. So we better go out there and do it.
Paint a battle?
Yeah, wanted to paint a battle in motion, and so
freaking artists, man.
Yeah.
Never figure them out.
And of course, while our previous battle was primarily humans and a few skeletons and stuff scattered around the place, and some Namahage as well, this one is Yokai Hell. Thankfully, we're not getting fired on. Just gonna be wearing a ninja out here.
Sure, why not?
Gotta infiltrate the battlefield. We're only allowed to use what we acquire on site, and also our extremely powerful weapons. At some point, I don't think it was until the end of this, but I do acquire another one of those accessories that lowers the set requirement, like for next bonus by one. So now I have 2 of those equipped. I think that's like at the end of the video though, so we'll only get to see that in action later. Again. No more ninja dogs either. We've got foxes, an abundance of foxes.
Foxes now.
But this isn't the abundance of foxes levels. The abundance of fox levels is coming up shortly. Just look forward to that.
I mean, the big win for me is that I do not care about petting the foxes. I do care about petting the doggos, but I do not care.
I care about not getting set on fire by foxes. So
I mean, that's pretty okay.
Yeah, just animals clowning on me.
All right, William. Like I mean, he was only like completely fucking stationary in front of you.
At the heat death of the universe,
not sure how
I will still be mad.
There we go. God bless it. Not sure how you managed to fuck that one up.
Yeah, I don't know. But this guy's
William. Like, in my mind, you did everything that could possibly have been asked of you in that situation. Like you even got the animation to trigger from like a programmer's perspective. You did literally everything that could be asked of you, and that was just an edge case in the controls that did you in. So in my canon, that's William who fucked it up, not you.
We got ourselves some more gun packing ninja yoki. Let's show off the dragon now. So the dragon is actually a really interesting kind of guardian spirit. They call it the blue dragon. I think it's actually probably fairer to call it the Azure dragon, because Azure is a weird sort of word that they use. Even if that's pronouncing it correctly, it might be Azure, I don't know. But it's basically used to describe a color of blue to the average Western person. They point and go, no, fuck you, that's green. Don't you tell me that's blue. But where like Asian cultures are like, no, that's blue. And then everyone starts punching each other. So that's that's why a quite clearly green dragon is called the blue dragon, and I think it's just a translation to take out the actual descriptor and just call it blue.
Azure is the appropriate English pronunciation, but everything else there was correct.
Yeah, I know. I knew I was pronouncing it wrong, and I forgot to look it up before I did this.
Yeah,
it's like all the other things I've learned to
cool.
know. You can comp me that for my ability to know about sieges. Man, there is still going to be so much to talk about in due course. Yeah, we got some of the Haronibi, I think they were called. Our old friends made up of disused weapons and things like that, because we are sort of...
Sure, why not?
Ow.
Yeah, we saw like
Do
three
you
of
mind? I'm
those
trying to
back
heal
in back when we were initially introduced to like Kumibozu, and that was about it.
And there you go. He follows you around, and then when an enemy gets close, he goes and attacks.
Oh, that's so it rewards you for basically setting traps and predicting where the enemy is going to go, luring you in there.
Huh.
That's cool.
It's also a very good activate it then rush into battle thing that you kind of expect from Date Masamune's Guardian Spirit. I like the descriptor of it. The only way you're going to getting a Guardian Spirit is like this Guardian Spirit is basically being so awesome that your name will persist long after you are dead. And it's like, well, I mean, how long has it been?
I don't
we're playing
brag,
the game he's in. Yo, I think we got it.
Nailed that one.
Test here.
Got him.
Just as I thought.
Oh,
Just as I thought.
Well, at least he's not going. Never mind. I was about to say, at least he's not going to be shooting a gun at you, and then he starts hawking up fire loogies, and I'm just like, oh great, it's worse.
Fire and poison loogies.
Okay.
That one. I'm like, fucking poison, my friends.
I don't know. I was just losing it at the weapon blob, just sort of Sonic the Hedgehogging past you.
Yeah, a lot of people complain that there's like 3 variations of Goo Monster, but they're all pretty different. And they do, and they do perform different ways and different manners. And I you know, like one of the weirdest criticisms of Nioh is that there's not enough varieties of enemies in them. And I'm just like, the fuck game are you playing?
You know, like hard disagree there.
Yeah, like I feel like there's like unless I'm being like completely stupid and my brain's not screwed on, like it's pretty much on par with most other Souls-like games. Like they much like Nioh just have a lot of different variations of man in different armor, and then on top of that, this game is there's also one of these buggers.
The variations are slightly more subtle than you would see in some Souls games. It's definitely more subtle than you would see in, for example, the Surge. But you know, just because the differences are subtle doesn't mean they're not there. Particularly when those subtle differences mean that if you assume that one enemy is like another, they will fucking kill you. You know, like even the monk Yokai. You know, the different elements means that they will fucking kill you because the level designers actually use the different elements and their potential afflictions in very interesting and reasonable ways to work with the other enemies that are around them. You know, like we've seen a couple of situations where it's cold out and you have a water affliction, and the water affliction slows down your motions in such a way that, for example, the kid One-Eyed Oni, that they just so happened to spawn nearby, will suddenly be a lot more likely to get a couple of licks off you, and then, oh my god, why is he 3 times his size? You know, like you might be able to give a gig it for being like, oh, it's not as starkly different as I wanted it to be, right? That is, like, if you are honestly at that level in terms of your complaints, like dude, get the nicks because your ass has been nitpicking for a while and you need to just resort to the shampoo.
Well, they don't have to worry too much about that because Nioh 2 already has like twice as many yokai.
Great, wonderful.
Like, oh my god, the sheer amount of yokai I have
anyway.
seen. The sheer amount of different yokai I have seen. And some of which are inhuman laser-shooting multi-limb monstrosities. It's just like, don't even. Don't even
Just
come at me and
stop.
tell me
Don't
after
even
Nioh
think
2
about
that there's
making
not
that.
enough yokai variations for you because good freaking god. Oh man.
Literally the worst.
I see you.
You're like that is one particular ninja Yoki that is not fooling anybody.
He and I are gonna have an amazing time together. It's gonna be
Sounds like
you're
a
going
promise
to
right there.
you're going to fucking love this. I'm saying that in the go-go voice. You're going to love this.
I believe it. You've never steered me wrong so far.
And I can say without even a shadow of a doubt that my brain critically fails at this juncture.
Oh, okay. That dude is just starting out with it. Okay.
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 But first you don't succeed. Ah! You fired, you fool! Oh, fuck!
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure how you thought that was going to turn out for you there.
Just the window
Like,
shut
you
down
still got a
sound every
sword
time I
on
went near the
slice.
ladder.
Whatever
Outskills.
it worked. Whatever it worked,
I
I'm
don't
not,
know what-
like,
I don't
fine.
even fucking know what was wrong with my brain right then.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you what was wrong with my brain at that point.
Jesus
But it
Christ.
worked. And look how much mileage you get out of this particular living weapon. I'm not using the one that gives you, like, Amrita every time you hit someone. I'm like, it just has such a, it has a much better, like, fall-off rate. Like, a lot,
Yeah. Like, double doggo is hungry. This, like, or double doggo gulps. This one sips.
And it still wrecks. Like,
Still
I have
wrecks,
seen
like-
two good Adachi builds, from, like, people online and stuff like that. And one of them uses the dragon, and one of them uses the double dogs. So it's like, well, pretty much you're looking at one or the other here if you really want a nice, like, because Adachi builds really do rely on the living weapon a fair amount. I'm not gonna lie, like the sheer effectiveness of the blender in Nioh, of the Adachi blender, is just a thing to behold. You've got forward motion, you've got range, and you've got damage for days, and you can get some pretty good efficiency for your buck with some powerful guardian spirits.
No
Okay.
joke.
Here we go. We could have avoided
That's
a lot of those
lot
optional
of
fights.
graves.
A lot of graves, both planted by the game and planted by players. So let's go take care of our
Fox.
infestation problem and go see that artist.
The freaking music started up, and now I'm wrapped.
I love the music in Nioh is so nice, but it's very understated. There was
mean,
boss music in Nioh 2 that I heard for one particular boss, and it was just like, wow, this is actually like giving me chills. It's so good.
That bolt has got to go, like, right now.
Oh yeah, don't you
Okay,
worry
thank
about
God.
that.
Like, I saw that you were under fire, and like the. Ooh. Ow.
Please no stabs.
The reflex is always to go for the ranged guy first to get him out of your way, and it's just like, if you leave that bolt alone, she is going to turn you inside out.
Yep, no slows for me, thanks.
There you go.
Oh, but we ain't done.
What's next? What's next, nerds? Fox, and hey, the one-eyed Oni that I was referencing earlier.
The Snowclops.
Yep.
Remember, because these guys are actually somehow a different person altogether. Oh, we ain't done.
It was like that was literally the one I was thinking about when I was talking about how they slow you in crap earlier too. Though I was referencing the monk Oni rather than the Cyclops, but whatever.
Yeah, and there was a Biwa at the end, and for some reason, when it killed him, the Revenant that he'd summoned also vanished. That was kind of weird. That doesn't usually happen, I don't think.
I think the Revenant might not have been fully summoned yet. Like I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even perceive the Biwa Oni simply because you murdered his ass so quick.
Oh well, I'm hardly surprised by this outcome.
Like, dude. Oh, huh. I have no regrets. The Gilded Nioh.
The Gilded Nioh.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of important.
You can use it. I'm just going like I'm going to show you in the item section. Its description.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of funny. There we go, down here.
There we are.
So you get 300,000 Amrita when you use it, and apparently it depicts a golden samurai and a great demon locked in battle. And it seems to harbor a dreadful spirit.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, weird. That's not based on anything. That's just the game being weird. That's the golden.
It gets one every
Gilded
now
Nioh.
and again with how good it's been.
Yeah, that's like there's no actual I don't think that's a reference to any artist that went to a battle and died. least not that I could find. The Gilded Nioh is not a piece of artwork that you can get. All searches of it lead directly to the game and this quest. If anyone can prove otherwise, feel free. Wow, what must the artist have seen before the end arrived? Me beating the shit out of a demon, that's what. Well, don't worry about it, Shiganaga. Alright, it's time. It's time for a new level type.
A new level type, you say?
Yes, we are heading to Inariyama. Inari
wow,
being the
you
word
actually
for
said that
fox.
correctly.
Yes. Hey, look, I can do pronunciation if I know what I'm doing a little. Inari being the word for fox. You know, fox, spirits, fox, things like that. And so naturally, welcome to Fox Spirit Central. There's a lot of statues about foxes. There's going to be a lot of foxes, and there's going to be a lot of fox-related trickery. And like I said, each of the DLCs has 3 unique stages. Now, for the first DLC, you've got 2 main stages and a special stage, whereas the last DLC will be 3 main story stages, and it will bring back the stages from the first 2 DLCs for use in a few extra levels. So, this is a pretty cool level, and it's got its own tone. That's we're gonna put on the old dude, and we're gonna enhance him.
Norarion ruling the world.
Of course, we don't have like enough spirit to get use out of any of his like abilities, like extra abilities, but that doesn't matter because what we want this guy is for his living weapon. Not so much his living weapon, but his guardian spirit ability.
I've got to ask a stupid question. Was that hydrocephalic Yoda with a pipe? Because that looked like hydrocephalic Yoda with a pipe. That is totally hydrocephalic Yoda with a pipe.
Actually, the suggestion of the Guardian Spirit is that he actually came about as a result of an octopus achieving old age and immortality. And if you'll notice the shape of his head, it kind of looks like
totally
the head of
looks
an
like an octopus's head.
So there you go.
Which is where the hydrocephaly comes in. It's just like you got a big water head, you know, like whatever.
So naturally, because we're dealing with the power of foxes, we're going to be dealing with a few mages. They have been lured in by the trickery of the foxes, and as a result, some of them are going to need to be violently put down.
I mean, they're mages. They have no sense of right and wrong to begin with.
Yeah. No, they're here basically just to do prayers and to misbehave, and yeah.
When they misbehave, you put them down violently. It's like it's pretty
the order of things. Yeah.
It's like it's as normal as sunrise and sunset.
Yeah, I never trust a wizard. All wizards are jerks. And geez, look at this place. I love this place. This place has so many locations that just like yin yang, fox statues, lots of old burned candles, and yeah, more angry foxes. Fox, get this guy off me.
Fortunately, Slippy is nowhere to be found.
But there are
I
two
shouldn't
tricks.
say unfortunately. That's rather fortunate.
Yeah, I guess. So this level has 2 tricks. The first trick is, like a lot of the areas, there are Emerita Spike-like things in the way that buff up enemies. And if you destroy them, those enemies get destroyed. But they don't actually destroy them. There's a different sort of thing to them. They are, and I think we'll see them. Yeah, there they are. That little statue back there with the hole in it. We need to get ourselves a Fox Spirit Orb, and we need to put that orb in there, and that will permanently clear those particular enemies out.
So and even after you hit the shrine or whatever, right?
Yeah, they won't be back.
Got it.
There it is. The Yasakani Magatama is the one that lowers the stat bonus. I won't put that on until after this episode is done. But I'm gonna fight these guys just to show you that they are a little tougher. But also just to show off the Guardian Spirit. See, like that killed him, but they still summoned the buddy.
Yeah, you just put a hole in that guy's head and he didn't die.
Yeah. So let's throw it out, and as you can see, this is what I'm kind of like.
Dude!
What happens if I move into this puddle? What happens?
Motherfuckers get owned. Dude, haters get wrecked with that thing. Oh man, they actually gave you the.
Yeah, it stays for a while too.
overpowered and ridiculous thing that Date Masamune was doing, and they actually gave it to you. That is the coolest thing I've seen in a month.
Yeah, though we only spit it in one direction, so yeah. There appears to be a round opening here. I guess we gotta go get ourselves an orb. Now, what you would actually want to do for this particular thing is, instead of heading to this door, you want to head around to the right, and you can move around behind this building, come up around through the corner here, and you can get the Fox Spirit Orb that's right here. Which I'll grab in a second. In my brain, I'm like, I'm sure there's an ambush here. Where's the ambush? Where's the ambush? Where's the ambush?
This place is way too large to just be empty.
And there we go. The Twin Fox Orb is what they call it. Which is, I guess, because the statue has 2 foxes at it.
Sure, why not?
So we stick it in.
That's a big ball.
Yeah, and that would kill the that would dispel the magic that the foxes have over the priests, and it would kill them essentially, remove them from play.
The friggin' Onmyo mages are bewitched. You break the spell, and they're just like, "Oh shit, now I'm dead." Blarg.
Yeah, nothing of value was lost.
It's a true story, but you know, like those cats are in deep. Is my point.
Yeah. And the other thing, which you probably noticed as well, is that in this level we're going to be encountering a lot of fox statues that disappear or reappear.
Sure.
Yeah, because you might have noticed that shortcut opened up when just the statue that was there left.
Uh-huh.
Like it just vanished. And so what we'll have is a lot of pathways that will open up because the statue will suddenly just vanish. But some will close too, because you'll get close to them and then a statue will just appear in the way. Because those foxes, they be tricksy. They be tricksters.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like I don't know, maybe I'm just desensitized to fox bullshit, but I was just like, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
like,
we know.
Thinking about it a little bit more, it's just how nonsensical it is for me to be like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Just you know, things disappear because fox. That doesn't make any sense. No, it actually makes perfect sense to me. Fuck foxes.
Yeah, well, foxes are just tricks to spirits in a lot of ways. In a lot of mythologies. Actually, I think we've had a fox in my area recently. I've heard some weird barks at night, and foxes have really weird sounding barks.
They do. Like Chip had an entire fox family trapped under the shed in my backyard for a while. He thought it was fucking hilarious. They thought it was terrifying. Like, he basically just went out every night to yell at the foxes and jump around at them, and you would hear their weird baying for like 3 months, and then their kits basically got weaned and they left because they're just like, we can't fucking deal with this big ass dog that's around anymore.
Yeah. Wasn't coming in to kill him. It was just sort of making him feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah, you know, like Chip was basically being I have literally seen that dog bring in a cricket from outside and then herd it on his bed with his feet, with his paws. Right? That dog literally would not hurt a cricket. Ouch!
Yeah, this is not a good place to have like a gunfight duel. And it's like, I know if I go up there, this motherfucker is gonna have someone jump out and try and kill me. And then I lose my patience. I'm like, okay, fine, fuck you. Yep.
Nice try, Zarflax. But yeah, no, Chip had absolutely no violent designs on the foxes, but he thought they were hilarious to yell at, and the foxes did not find that funny.
So yeah, you look at all these gates. You've probably seen lots of people take pictures of similar sorts of locations where you just walk through those gates. There is a sort of a belief that each and every single one of those gates that you walk through, there is a chance that one will just take you off to the spirit world and you will never be seen again. Which is, by the same token, is also, you know, it's really easy to just, like, disappear around a corner behind one and someone's like, hey, where the fuck did Jimmy go?
I'm sure it's
the distinctly Japanese name Jimmy.
Yeah. Or like what happened in that Joe Dirt movie where Joe Dirt turned a corner and then his parents just sort of abandoned him at the Grand Canyon because reasons. I'm sure that happens all the time.
I'm just gonna straight up admit I've never seen Joe Dirt.
It's not a good movie. Don't go watch it. Like, it's not a great movie.
That seems like a movie you'd go abandon your kids at.
It would be in. What's the word I'm looking for? In theme.
There we go.
There you go. That's like the pokiest fireball on the planet.
There we go.
I'm sure that's fine.
Even more there we goes. I'll peek around the other areas. This is another one of those ones where they're sort of trying to teach you. Yep, here's the ones that block the way. You know, without making it too difficult for you to get around. Right, you wanna approach these problems from certain directions, and you wanna be careful because, yep, your way through might not just be as obvious as you think.
Because Fox.
You're getting some pelts from them, and they do drop the orbs too, because the orbs actually have dual functions. You can use them on the stage, and there's like, you know, you'll always probably get. I say always, but you should always get enough from the level to deactivate the shrines. So at that point, like any extra, you could just use to get Emrita. Like they've got that functionality. They will just give you.
I was gonna
Emrita.
say, like, what happens when you just use them? They Emrita spikes, basically.
Yeah.
Never.
No, I get the general feeling Lord Inari was just like fucking you over with randomly placed statues. Don't worry about it.
Oh man, watching them jump around like that will never fail to get me to giggle.
Good to see him. Good to see him leave.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I wasn't paying attention, and I probably would have gotten a nutsack in the face there.
So if we want to get across there are a lot of buffed up dudes that way. So we want to.
What is happening?
And also we can't go that way anyway because the
God
game's
damn it! Piece of crap.
Yeah, I sort of angered one and got their attention, but I think I get away. Yeah.
Sure, why not?
They were content to mostly throw magic at me, so it's fine. So we'll go back and we'll go around, and we'll just show the alternate sneaky route. See, this is what I love about this game. Is this game has like little sneaky routes. Like not a lot of other games quite do the same sort of thing where you can go through a much harder fight, ramming your face on it if you really want to. But you can also just take the time, look around, and figure out, hey, there is another way. And it's rewarding.
Hey.
It's one of those things I really, really love about Nioh. One of those many standout things. Is like a kid Oni out there somewhere, and I don't know what the fuck he is, because like, I never see him again, I don't think.
You don't want that thing getting a taste of you. Particularly not in frickin' corridors this narrow. There we go.
And
Place the object.
yeah.
Okay, you do you there, Dweller.
Yeah, you could should have interrupted me, but it didn't. So I'll take it because you can get
I
interrupted.
mean, he just sort of like explicitly chose to throw next to you rather than at you. Whichever, I suppose.
Dwellers.
Dwellers.
They do what they want, and nobody understands them. That's okay because they're peasantry. Well, Demon Killer Simon, you did a really bad job.
A noble and okay, like the cloud effect they have for the fox statues popping in is really starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah, like you're supposed to get I think the general idea is it's intentional. You're supposed to get frustrated dealing with these things because it just keeps fucking happening.
Well, I mean, like part of the reason it ticks me off is a very visceral reaction, simply because the cloud particle effect that they use when it comes in makes it difficult for your eyes to focus for a moment. So it feels like an assault on your eyes in addition to an assault on your pathing. Again, like you were talking about the little things that make this game what it is. That's one of them for me right there. It's just like, in addition to frustrating me in a objective sense, they're also frustrating me in a very visceral sense. Just like, I would really like to be able to see clearly, please, and then it's just like, no, I'm just gonna throw up some smoke. Fuck you.
Jeez,
stop.
Fox spirits, why you gotta be super bums
You
about
gotta
this?
be like
and they're
that. It makes me just want to have like a fox skin cap.
And they're just like, it's my job. I gotta be a butthole. Don't worry
Freaking
about it. Oh, you
because
thought you were gonna
foxes.
sneak around? Fuck you.
Because foxes. That's why.
All right, I think it's time. We showed this Tenju, the business.
Holy mother of God!
Let's put him in the spin cycle. You're getting that old
Holy
man's washing
crap.
machine, and you are gone.
Yeah, dude, that guy just got laundered like dirty money.
I love it. So if
That
you
was
really,
so
if
good
you
to
really
watch.
want to just make like a build that just turbo fucks the enemy like with water, there you go. There's your
That
late game
was
build.
so gorgeous to watch.
I'm sure there's some hilarious builds you could make using that. Yeah, so here's our sneaky path.
Ho!
Once more taking us round the trouble and taking us towards, because if we go down the other way, we'd end up at the bottom of a stairwell that they will all aggro on you from.
Very heavily guarded.
They'll know you're there, and I mean, you can still beat them up, slow them down, run past them, do whatever you want to do, and get there and deactivate it. You can fight them for Amrita and items if you want to. Like, there's no wrong way to do it, but I'm doing it this way because it makes me feel big-brained.
That's the anti-headbutt shield, so I'd probably just go after it as like a matter of principle. Oh my God, that
And
is
now
so
the Oni is
bloody
clean.
beautiful to watch.
Isn't it? Isn't that just the best?
Oh man, just
I feel like I gotta
old-
I gotta make more of those talismans. I've got moment talismans which do the same thing, but I just need to like use more, like get more slots and just equip more, so I can just do stuff like that more often.
All of the numbers coming up just like really makes my monkey brain happy.
It really, it's just like, it's not even like one every second, it's more like 3 every second.
Yeah, it's just like a constant stream of blue numbers. It's just like, I feel so awesome right now.
It's the best. Right.
so
Another
good.
thing that's probably worth noting that I didn't really ever pay attention to but did notice this time is that in this particular case of these shrines, one of the foxes is white and one of the foxes is black. And so we're often seeing a lot of imagery regarding light versus dark and the constant balance of yin and yang, and we did see a shrine that actually just had the yin yang there.
Sure.
And so it's just really,
Oh God, Wheel Monk.
this is very much a Shinto shrine. Like, it's not Buddhist or anything like that. Because we have been to a few Buddhist shrines and things like that, but I think this is the first majorly, seriously, like, Shinto devoted one.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's a wonderful area.
Yeah, and just in case you think you might be able to go around it, no, that one doesn't disappear. No, you gotta fight that fire wheel. Open that door.
We've been seeing a lot fewer Wheel Monks, and I've been a much happier person for it. It's like when you stop watching the nightly news and getting like your daily input of needless like sophistic tragedy. And it's just like, I'm a lot happier for not hearing people talking about worthless sad news every now and then. I'm a much happier person for not seeing fucking Wheel Monks.
Well, unfortunately, we still got a few of them to fight. Also, I believe back there, and see, we talk about how these gates can, like, alter your perception. Like, you know, like if you just step to the side and a person doesn't see you do it, you could think that they vanished, right? Well, I think further back up there was a path that led off to, and you can sort of see, I sort of look up and I'm like, is it here? And I think I kind of don't go out far enough to see it, but I'm pretty sure somewhere on this path is a step off, and when you take it off, you get to a hot springs. But they've done an excellent job of hiding it through the perception of the gates. Like, it's just does your head in, so I've missed a hot springs, everybody, I'm sorry. That's the second one of the Let's Play, I think.
You will never live it
not that
down. I will have
like-
forgotten you've done it by next episode. I swear to God. You'll never live it down, but I'll forget you did it.
I'll never miss the most important hot spring of all. There's one hot spring that if I miss it...
Was that Date Masamune's private hot spring? Because that was a pretty important hot spring.
No. But it's close. It's close in concept.
Alright.
It contains both Date Masamune and hot springs in the sentence.
Alright then.
So, yeah, actually, like, this one's kind of clever, because you gotta kind of weave through it. I'm like, oh, well, I've been spotted, I guess I might as well just go. Oh no, I've angered all of them. Oh well, I'm sure it's fine. I mean, I didn't get interrupted last time, right? Fuck.
Oh, wow, last second save.
Look at how slow that thing goes.
Yeah, it's like the least freaking useful thing on the planet.
Let's activate Octodad and let's get to work.
Nobody suspects a thing. Octodad.
Fuck, I love that song. Well, apparently not everybody aggroed, so I guess I'll do this and a few others will drop dead. Listen very closely there, ladies and gentlemen. You probably heard one of them just go, oh!
Yeah, I heard one of them go, bleh.
It's beautiful. Also, doing that, I think, spawns a shrine, that like a Kodama shrine that we can rest at. I'm not sure if it's there the whole time, or I wasn't paying attention, but it feels like it just kind of pops out of nowhere before I go into the next area.
God bless it, now I want to play the Octodad game again. This is your fault, Robokai.
You didn't suspect a thing, did you?
I did not suspect a thing. That came out of frickin' nowhere. Like, I definitely need something to improve my mood after seeing 3 wheel monks in one stage.
They're back and they're still highly annoying.
Just backs into a corner and keeps barfing up fire. Why not?
Yeah. You know, we know it's annoying. Come on, no time for stalls.
Hey, Kodama.
I love all the lands. I love this design. You know, there's not a level quite like this, and that's what I like about the DLC. Is like they managed to come up with something pretty interesting and pretty cool.
The light sourcing from the lamps is particularly incredible, simply because like you never really see a light quality like that, not just in this game, but in many games. Period. Like that sort of intense but soft. I mean, like it's an intense light source, but it's softly filtered, so it looks like a soft light, even though it's shining like the sun. It's like it's not something that would give off God rays or anything, or do bloom or anything like that. But so it's soft in that way, but it's also just like a delightfully bright light as well. Like it's well done.
Yeah, you see, I used it, and it actually it topped up the rest of my meter, so you get Emerita from it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so you know, you can handy dandy conceivable.
Boss is coming up here because this is obviously a boss arena.
And I'm buffing as I run in.
Yeah.
It's a gauntlet.
It's a gauntlet. Here you go. Now what? Now what? Now what? Oh, hell no.
Yep. And for some reason, these guys are all just standing around here doing nothing.
Okay,
They're not even trying to fight. I forget if they do try to fight or not.
They're waiting to die.
One nice effect you get from this particular Guardian Spirit as well is you see I'm putting an effect on them that's like a sword crossed out. Well, that also weakens their damage. That's a skill that you can inflict with ninjutsu and things like that. So you can stack that, I believe, with winds, and that's kind of funny. And there's another effect, and I'm not familiar with what it is, if you can land them within the water pools created by this particular Guardian Spirit as well. This is just weird. Like, did I go
where's
through
the
them
next
too quickly?
wave? I'm like,
where is next wave? Hello, video game?
I was promised an earth-shattering next wave.
There we go.
There you go. Okay.
And it's a boss fox.
So should we start singing a reprise of Top Cat or something like that?
I don't know,
Top
but
Fox.
it's getting the spin cycle, so we just got ourselves a very clean fox pelt. Yeah, apparently some other dudes spawned at the same time as well, but they're dead now.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. No one's gonna miss them.
They were the intellectual close friends who get to call that Top Fox TF.
Yep. Oh well.
They just didn't want to live without that.
We'll be visiting this place again. In fact, I'm quite fond of the next time we come here. For a very important reason that we will not get into until the level is ready. Because that's how I roll.
Sure we won't.
Alright, well, that's it for this particular episode. Next time, we're going to be sneaking inside the Sanada Maru and fighting Sanada Yukimura himself, and also all his braves along the way. Until
Jesus.
then, oh yeah, it's going to be fun. Until then, I've been the last Robo-Kai,
And I have been Kogai.
and we'll see y'all next time as the siege continues.
Nekomata being, what a sight! He's so fucking excited about this.
He's very happy we got to a punch-up.